Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC. What you up to? A little 8:30. You guys are getting ready to go, I hope. What are you having for breakfast? Nothing? Powder Days donuts? Breakfast sandwich? All right, well, that was our What the Puck segment with Vlad and Chase. That's all your hockey news that you might need, and get ready to lace them up. We got some games tonight, but right now, it's super fun time, and my guy's back. He's been around, he's kept me motivated and focused on my thespian skills. So let's get him down here and see what's going on, super fun style. Todd Danielson, come on down. Bum, bum, ba-da. He's the Price Right guy. Dun, dun, dun. Good morning, my man. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for getting up. I know you didn't believe me, thinking this was all professional, and
No, I
wanted
did
confirmation.
Believe
You didn't believe me.
I did believe you. I believe almost everything you say.
I've learned by watching you, Todd. You're here. Super Fun is back. We had a meeting last night. We got a good vibe. Tell the people how you been.
I've been good.
Yeah.
I've been taking a break.
Yep.
We enjoyed a nice vacation. Our last show was in early November, and then basically kind of kept things quiet, dealt with family life and work and things like that. Kind of enjoyed it. But as of last night, officially ready to go and start a new season here in 2018.
Now, you said something last night that cracked me up. You hadn't been really thinking, you were doing the downtime, and then as soon as you did start thinking, you couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I basically stayed up all night.
And I always wonder, because I love it when you're like, guys, if you have some skit ideas, submit them, and we usually don't.
I keep asking, though.
I know, you keep asking. I love the consistency. I always wonder, how do you do it? Because you got your regular day job that you kick butt doing. So is it at night where you're just, the head it's going?
Yeah, it's something I've dealt with for basically my whole life. It
Yeah.
kind of races, but this, at least I've got to focus now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I often will lie in bed, and then one thing once I get it written, it kind of goes quiet again.
Yeah.
But it's just that first process of figuring, okay, what's gonna be funny, what can we talk about,
Yeah.
and then sometimes that can keep me up all night. So.
And now, I kind of probably know the answer, but is the political administration environment just natural ammunition for you, or do you try to stay clear, or do you like to just sprinkle? How do you do that?
It depends. I guess probably try and sprinkle it because it can sometimes be just too overwhelming and then too depressing to try and get into it too much. And I don't want to beat the dead horse sometimes. And sometimes I don't even think it's worth our effort and time.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to legitimize it by even making fun of it sometimes.
Sure.
But some things will get addressed in the season, but it's not a main focus of what we like to do on our show.
Right.
I try and keep it more Steamboat focused unless it's really big or really funny.
Now, speaking of that, so our community, the material tends to just fall in our lap.
It does.
Do you have a hard time sifting through what this is going to be really touchy, this is going to make some of our sponsors mad? How do you weigh that?
Sort of. I mean, I don't think this town's different than most. Every town probably has a lot of material that falls into their lap. But as far as what to use and what not to use, the main rule is if I think it's going to be funny or not.
Period.
And then I'll look at it later and be like, okay, I can't do that. there's definitely some editing and adjusting of what goes in, but my first goal when I start writing something is just what's funny, what appeals to me, what makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Is where I start.
Okay, and now
if it doesn't make me laugh, it
ain't working.
It's probably not going to make other people laugh. So I start there and then adjust.
Okay, and now you got 2 girls.
I do.
Daughters. How old are they?
13 and 10.
Harper
is 13. Finland's going to be 11 here in a few months.
They've seen us rehearse.
They have.
They've heard the songs.
They have. They can sing several of them.
Is mom okay with how their theatrical knowledge is filling with what you're creating?
So far, but barely. I'm on the edge because I've been able to protect them because they're so young for the most part.
Yeah.
And just let them in selectively when I know it's okay. But they're getting to the age now where it's harder for me to control what they do and don't see or what they get. Because some things that just go right over their heads and like, what was that? You don't need to worry about that. But now some things are like, I just know that that's not good. So it's going to get more difficult, but I think so far so good.
Okay.
But it's getting more challenging as they start becoming more adult.
So are we going to tailor our material so that we don't scare your children, or are we just not going to let them see what we do?
We're just not going to let them see what we do.
Okay.
There's enough things influencing what we do, and my kids are my kids.
Yeah.
That's my life and one thing, and this is my escape.
Okay.
This show is where I step away and get to be me and do things that I can't normally do.
Now, one thing that I think has been amazing, and I know other people locally have respected and appreciate what you did in allowing the leeches to do their thing. Zoe, like, I feel like she could be the future of the Superfund.
Could be.
Type of movement.
She's very creative, and fortunately, because she's not my daughter, I wasn't restrictive on letting her show up at meetings. Like, hey, I don't make parenting choices for other people. But once she was let in, and they were cool with it. Was not much we could do, and she's now becoming a writer and a part of her show, and it's great. I think it's been good for her.
Do you take a little pride of that in influencing youth to maybe get involved in this type of platform? Yeah,
I think eventually. I would rather prefer them be a bit older for the most part for our content. But again, what Eric and Lisa do, that's cool with them. And I think it's been really good for them. I think it's been good bonding for Eric and Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, I'm proud of that. I guess.
Now, how about what we need as Superfund? Let's tell the people who are watching and what's going to help us make our show successful. Because we wanted some sponsors.
Yes. So we're always looking for additional sponsors for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we have several new ones for this year. One of the big selling points with our sponsors lately, and especially this year, is that all of our shows are now free, and we donate any optional proceeds to a revolving charity each show. So each show we pick a different charity that usually somebody in the cast is into, and instead of collecting tickets, we collect optional donations, and all of that money goes to the particular charity of each show.
Gotta like that.
And so because of that, we don't sell any tickets. We rely completely 100% on sponsors, which they're great. They're very generous, and they believe in community theater and art, so they're very supportive. But we could always use more.
And we style them out, right? They go VIP, front row.
VIP tables, front row, champagne bottles.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Couple of guest appearances, like McCrite, maybe.
Yep. Guest appearances.
Yeah.
We do videos, and we support their businesses. So there's a lot of cool things that we do for them. And I think that's really good. And again, if we have more sponsors, we can have more cast.
Yes.
We can have more fun. We can buy props and things.
Right. How about the cast? Are we giving a call to anybody interested? Do we want to let them come taste the soup or not?
I think if they're dedicated, I think that's the most important thing. Well, being talented and funny helps for sure, because there's Tony, but. Beyond that, the most important thing is actually being dedicated.
Yeah.
Because I've had several people approach me and they're like, oh, I'd really like to, but then they don't follow up or don't put in the effort, and that's really what matters, because people don't realize as good as we are, it takes a lot of work.
We actually do rehearse.
We practice. We
meet.
Yeah.
We give a little creative content to him, but he does most of that. So we can get some people. And if people want to reach out to you, how do you want them to contact you?
Probably email, unless you know somebody else in the cast, like Tony, myself. But my email address is superfunsteamboatshow@gmail.com.
Perfect. And they can see us. We've got our page. They can see past videos and whatnot, right? They
Correct.
can check it out.
Mm-hmm. That's on Facebook. There's a Facebook page as well for the Superfund Steamboat Show. So if you just
go there, check out the vids.
Yeah, you can contact anyone through there, so that'll also get you there.
How about the dates? Because I was feeding people fake news. I told them that I think I was doing my show June 1st, but then Merrick told me he's busy and there's something else going on.
Correct.
When is the first Superfund show?
The first show of this year is going to be June 9th.
Okay.
And that is a Saturday. And we just decided last night we're going to try a compromise start at 7:30 p.m.
See, and that's how he works with his cast. Gives us options and meets.
I kind of like the late start, but they wanted to start a little bit earlier since it's not after Art Walk on first Fridays like our show normally is.
Yeah.
So we had some flexibility, and so to compromise, we're going to try 7:30.
And now here's the thing. We go earlier, so we finish earlier, so we can hang with the guest post-show.
Hang with the guest post-show.
Which is another thing we really want is a post-show venue to hang.
Post-show venue sponsor. That is one of our main priorities, because we had a really good time going over to Cantina the last couple years, and they were a big sponsor of ours, and we'd take 15, 20 people over there after every show, and they were cool staying as late as we wanted to.
Yep.
But they closed, and so a big gap that we have in our sponsors right now is a late night venue. So if you're somewhere in the Lincoln area, or Yampa would be fine. Heck,
Sure.
even Oak, someplace we can walk to after a show, I guess.
Bring the people.
We would be happy to bring our people. If you'd like to get involved, again, it's the Superfun Steamboat Show at gmail.com or the Facebook page, Superfun Steamboat Show.
And what we'd like to do is we tell people the bar opens half hour, 45 minutes before the show.
Mm-hmm.
So get here early, get your beverages, come in, find yourself a seat, get ready and relax, because the more you drink, the funnier we are, strangely enough.
It's not just us, but yes, it definitely
that
helps.
right?
Yeah.
And health-wise, between me and you boys, you good?
I'm very good.
Give the people an update real quick if you don't mind.
No,
Those
so
that
don't mind.
know.
So I found out just over a year ago that I had a seizure, went to a hospital, and found I had brain cancer, which was pretty life-changing.
Yeah, and now this wasn't a skit. You fell out in the back alley.
Back alley, right behind here. Yeah, that was in late January of last year.
Yeah.
So it's been a crazy, crazy year. A lot of things, surgery, like all of it. All of it. I was lucky though. It was about the best form of brain cancer you can get. So,
Yeah.
I know, right. And things are going really well.
Yeah.
I'm past just about everything. I've got a few more months of MRIs and some other treatments that aren't too bad in comparison. A lot of people have a lot worse.
Right.
And
And
so I always look at it that way.
I like to think, I hope we, as a crew and a staff and your family and your friends, kept you fighting and kicking ass.
Absolutely, especially last year during the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like it really helped having a distraction. The people in my life
Yeah.
and rallying and seeing all the things everybody was doing for me last year was incredible.
It was awesome, and we appreciate it. We love you. I'm glad you're healthy. Because we have shows, so we go June.
We're gonna skip July because that's the holiday month, so we'll skip July. And
Okay.
we'll do a show in August, September, October, November. I know the dates, but
Yeah,
we'll announce them as we get closer to shows.
And we like the crowd participation. We always say so. We want some singers.
Singers, yeah. So we also do things with the crowd. Like this is not a serious. It's fun. It's a good time. We have dancing, music,
Not
singing.
serious.
But it's a place you can come and you can be loud if you
Yeah.
want to. I mean, respectful's nice, but we don't. It's not mandatory.
Never. We're that good.
Yeah.
We don't really get distracted by
We
heckling.
can handle a heckling
Yeah.
or even whatever.
We've learned to improvise the heckling sometimes into the script.
So it's a safe zone. If you want to be a little bit part of the show, then we kind of welcome it. So.
And how about, because I've had this and I've seen it, what do you think is our comfortable age limit?
We put 18 plus recommended.
Yeah.
And so that's where you want to go. If their parents are like really
My kid is-
progressive and
Yeah.
okay, then that's fine. But
Okay.
18 plus recommended because we're not a dirty show, but it's adult themes
Yeah.
and concepts and things that my own kids being 13, I'm like,
Yeah.
not yet.
Not
So
happening. Super fun Steamboat Show. Todd Danielson, healthy, happy, motivated. He's back. We'll be bringing you some laughs. Superfunsteamboatshow at gmail.com.
yep,
Find us a post-show venue, people, because
that's what we need.
we're here for you.
That's right.
Thank you, my man.
See you June 9th.
Appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Donnie.
Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back because it's time for me to do some yoga with Tiffany. So stick around and I'm going to get it lined up, all right? Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back.